Hi, this is John Stevens over at virtuemonday.net. Today we're just going to give you a quick tip here on how to fully, well, not always fully, but how to help remove spyware and viruses from your system. And it's a very simple technique that's overlooked by many end users, but computer repair technicians use it all the time. This is something you can do to help uninstall any virus, any spyware that you have on your system. So if you get infected, this is one of the first things you should do to try out, and it is called the Windows System Restore. Now, I know some of you are already familiar with that, and if you are, great, then you don't necessarily even need to watch this video. If you're not, this is one of the best tips for you, and also a good reason never to shut off your system restore. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. You simply go down, and right here we're using Windows XP, as you can see, but Vista is going to be ran the exact same way. You hit the Windows Start button on the bottom left here, go to All Programs, Accessories, then down over to System Tools, and then System Restore. Then you're going to see a System Restore right here, and basically all you're going to do is restore my computer at an earlier time. Go ahead and hit Next. And from here, you choose the date. Now, today's June 8th. Let's say I was actually infected yesterday on the 2nd. Quick tip for you, usually it's best to go back about 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back to, let's say, the 19th here, just to be sure. And the whole purpose of that is a lot of times spyware and viruses can lie dormant on your system. And by doing this, you're basically going to uninstall any software that was installed after, let's say we chose the 19th, after the 19th. So if I installed, let's say, any Windows updates or any software in particular, antivirus client or anything like that, that would get uninstalled, but that's it. You won't lose any Word documents or anything like that. All your personal files will still be there. This is one of the first things that you should always try to do if you do get infected, and then from there you can install and run your antivirus program. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go next. And go ahead and read this. This is just basically lets you know you won't be losing any work and what what the system restore is going to be doing during the restart. And from that point, all you would have to do is hit next. And I'm not actually going to do that because I don't need to restore my system at an earlier time, but we're good to go. When you go to reboot, the system will automatically reboot, and you will get a confirmation screen after you re-log in saying whether system restore completed successfully or whether it was unsuccessful. If it was unsuccessful, you can always go back and you can try a different restore point. You can always boot up into safe mode too as well to try using a restore point that way. Sometimes you do have to choose 3 or 4 different restore points, especially if you do end up getting infected with the virus or spyware or something, just because those can get into those restore points and mess them up. So you may even end up having to go back further than 2 weeks. But this is one of the first tips and tricks that you can try. Also, a great site we like to use and send people over to is onlinecomputerrepair.org, and this site in general does a fantastic job at removing viruses and spyware and the like from people's systems. They also do system tune-ups, infection removal for just $90, so that's far cheaper than unplugging your system and taking it into the shop and the like. They actually remote into your system with your permission, and they remove all the viruses and spyware on your system for just $90. It's a very good price and sure beats anything else on the market out there, and they're quick, so there's no waiting in line or anything like that. And that's only if that system restore didn't work or your antivirus wasn't able to clean it up. You know, this is more of a last resort, calling a pro out to have it done. But that concludes the tutorial on actually how to remove viruses and spyware from your system. Remember, you do need to have an active antivirus client. No free client out there is going to provide enough protection for you. Avast, AVG, Spybot, things like that. Those are great programs for being free, but they do not give you the active protection that you really need. Those only protect you after you get infected, and by that time it can be too late. So really recommend having some active solutions going on. You can always go over to virtualmonday.net. I know that's a hard name to do, so I'll type it out for those who can see it. Virtualmonday.net, virtumonde.net. And basically there we do recommend a few products on the site too as well that you can check out. And that concludes this tutorial. Hope it helps you out. Take care.